Buenos Dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye-up, bye-up. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, yes, indubitably, we're back at it. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Oh, bro. Dropout. Now, thumbnail right there says, there's a whole bunch of guys on there like this. Look at, right? Why do high-ranking, high-profile gangsters or gang members defect, fold? So I was scared. Hey, I don't want to play no more. Can I get my toys out of the sandbox and like Bamuski? Yeah, Simon, get out of here, eh? We don't need you, right? Why do they defect? Why do people fall off? Why do people that are laced a certain way, cut from a different cloth, you know, high-ranking individuals that were that one or were striving to be that one, fall off? Now, I know there's a couple individuals on there that were never, never mind, right? And there's some that were highest ranking gang members in California, you know, at one point in time. Why do they fall off? Okay, I'm going to tell you. In a menudo style and direct fashion, we're about to give you some knowledge that you can't get in college, put pain where it ain't, and indubitably, word of the day, we're going to make it happen, right? Now, Dropout, what I've learned from my experience is that it's no, never mind. Pay it, no, never mind, that's it, right? If vatos are going to fall off, they're going to fall off. You can't stop it. Okay, if you see it coming, you see it coming. Now, there's a big difference from falling off, meaning roll it up, take your toys home, you don't want to play no more. So I got to get in before the lights turn off. My mom says she'll whip my pinche ass, right? She's going to hit me con un pinche chancla de singer, right? I have to get home. I'm done. It's over. What the fuck? I'm going to tap out, right? Then it's a lot different from someone who got physically removed or removed, you know, verbally or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of different things that go into dropping out or becoming on the other side or no good in the gang life, okay? And I'm talking about from a prison aspect, because on the streets it's different. If you fall off in the streets, I don't even know what to tell you. That's on you guys for even jumping them in. So we didn't even jump him in, eh? He just kind of was like born into this shit. Well, born him out, right? Because I can't call it like an alcoholic, but what I can tell you is that these guys that strive for several years to become high-ranking gang members and then fold, well, what do you think? I can see clearly now. You didn't see that coming? That one was on its way, you see? You know, that was pretty much like when I wake up in the morning and I breathe, there's air. Yeah, I know there's going to be air in the morning. I got that coming, right? That's the same thing. Couldn't you not see that coming? In some cases you can. Some cases you can, I guess. There's some individuals in this life, in the gang life, that you automatically think, hey, solid as, Orley Ashford, Simpson, solid as, all right. Got you at the fucking club dancing, right? You think they're solid as fuck, but at the end of the day, man, they're the same ones that will strive and educate you, will let you down. Hey, bro, fuck, yeah, right? You're all let down. But hey, for every one that falls off, two more emerge. And then for every two that fall off, one more emerges. So it's just the teeter-totter game. It's the roller coaster game. That's part of life, especially when you're in gangs. Okay? So you got vatos like Boxer Enriquez. Orale Box, right? Caja. A very high-ranking member of an organization that doesn't exist, right? So you see how I did that? Smooth criminal, right? Orale. And this guy, throughout the years, a lot of people don't understand that there was a little bit of dirt on his name. You know, he wasn't as squeaky clean as people assumed. Now, was he allegedly a killer, a hitter, or someone that will fucking handle his business? Of course. You don't rise through the ranks to become a certain somebody from a certain place that he was from just because you're a fucking nobody, just because you ain't about to handle your business, right? Certain guys will handle their, I'm saying certain a lot, that must be the word of the day, will handle their business, okay? It's because I got to teeter-totter on the motherfucking linea with this one. I can only say so much. I don't want to disrespect anyone. Anyway, this vault, what, because you're scared, gun? No, I like my head where it's at. Both of them. Bang, bang. Menudo, right? So this guy became part of a group and did what he had to do, right? And no one's seen it coming. But I know something that a lot of people don't know. Do you know that at one point in time, this individual got saved by certain moves that he made by being incarcerated? Because if he wasn't incarcerated, Holmes, vatos were coming for his head. Now, that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to speak too much on it. Orale, white fence, stand up. I'm not going to say too much because I know that this individual, man, was not the cleanest, smoothest criminal everyone seems to think he was. Now, he's a highly intelligent individual. And when he finally decided to defect from where he was from, he gave the feds a whole boatload of shit, huh? You know, this is about to sound like a fucking, I remember seeing him on YouTube, they're about to sound like a fucking professor. He said, the indoctrination of the incarnation of the fuck. I said, good loud, right? This is the type of motherfucker that a fucking book you didn't read to you. You know what he says? Okay? Gotta get up, gotta get going. The type of motherfucker that watched from Winnie the Pooh to the Reading Rainbow, right? He's just different. But at the same time, you can't judge a man just based on the way he talks or the way he looks, man. The same ones that you underestimate, that you think ain't gonna do something, those are the same individuals that get you, right? So when Boxer Enriquez fell off, maybe a few people, the very inner circle, seen it coming, but a lot of people never seen someone of that high caliber, of that nature falling off. But they become disillusioned. When people have smut or dirt on their name, or something's going on with them, or they just want to date homes, you know what I mean? They'll roll it up. They just get tired. They wake up one morning, they, you know, say, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm Pyro. I'm gone today. You know what I mean? Where you going? Where you going? I'm going to 55th Street. I'm gone, right? I'm out of here. And they just leave. Sully's like, well, what do you expect me to do? Hold. Motherfucker, you ever watch Gunners Collected? You know that fucking J-Cat that be like, bang, bang? Yeah. Hold, bitch. I'm out, right? And then they leave. And that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. And then people like me, yourself, everyone that's out here on the guys that are watching these prison YouTube channels and keeping updated on what's going on. We see a high-ranking member as Boxer Enriquez, and we're like, fuck, eh? And people become enraptured with the words that he's speaking because we know they're true stories, and it's the inner moves of something that you would never hear of, the clandestine group that's not even supposed to be here, right? And people like the inner workings of what's going on within organizations. It's just like a fetish. Just like, I'm scared. Like, you know, some people like feet. All right, Jojo. You know, some people fucking like muscles. Some fucking like prison. I can't call it. Okay, then you have different type of individuals that fall off because look at Sasuke, they'll call home. You know what I mean? They'll call home like, hey, trip out. Hey, tomorrow's Easter, eh? You're going to say, hey, did you get me a Easter basket? Simon, hey, are you eating those Cadbury eggs? The ones, you know what I mean? Yeah, the motherfuckers are good, eh? They're all happy. They're reminiscing from back in 1989, the Cadbury eggs. And then they hear some suckling going on in the background, right? Hey, are you at the drive-thru at Arby's? Oh, no. Her Sancho is. He's at the drive-thru at Arby's, right? And so Avato starts to hear things and starts to realize that, hey, he's not that one anymore. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone, babe. Right? But the thrill's been gone since the day after you got locked up when your home behind me went over there and beat that all on the floor, smack that all on the floor. You're wearing that Tracy light, right? You didn't even know. But anyways, a guy catches on, and that's a #1 Sasuke survey says, ding, you're right, Steve Harvey, it is #1, is it? Right? #1 is Vatos fall off behind their chick, behind their hyena, right? And there's a variety of different ways. You know, sometimes your hyena, it needs you very bad. She's hurt, and she's like, Sasuke, you know what I mean? If you should lose me. Vato's like, oh yeah, I'll lose a good thing, right? They don't want to lose their chick, man. They don't want to lose their hyena. They got children with this woman. This woman has stood strong by their side for 8 months. And Sasuke, they're feeling some type of way now, and they're seeing pictures, and every time in the picture, they see this Africana brother looking like this in the background. They're like, hey, why is he about the photobombing you in the picture? She was like, I don't know, we were at the club that night. I don't know, he just happened to be in all the pictures. Sasuke, but he's also in Sporty's wedding, too. Oh, no, Sporty's homeboy. Yeah, he knows him. He knows him, too. Sasuke, Great America, Disneyland, Sasuke, the roller ring, yeah, my bathroom, right? And things of that nature. They start to catch on, and they start to realize that their hyena is pulling away because, hey, you know what they say? What you can't see will hurt you, right? Sasuke, hey, if you're not there, well, time will heal all wounds. Time won't give me time. Utterly. You guys didn't know, huh? Because time ain't love with me. That's it. You're out of time. You're out of here, right? And fucking old Pedro de Pacas or fucking, you know what I mean? Tyrone is up in there doing his thing. You know, sprinkling the white guy. Could even be fucking Larry, the cable guy. You know what I mean? Vatos are in there getting their issue. You know what I mean? They like Arby's too. Can I get the 2 for $5? And she's doing what she does because, hey, she needs the comforts of a man, and she needs that one to be there to help her with your little 4 badass kids. You know your 4 badass kids. And so guys say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done in this gang life. I never liked these motherfuckers anyways. You know, I can't even spell cause. And they're gone. That's one of the main reasons high-ranking members fall off. Anybody falls off. But to get into a high-ranking member position and then fall off, it has to be something high caliber. And let me tell you, a woman will make you and break you. She'll earthquake you, shake you, you know. A woman has power and dominion over a man's mentality. She's living in his mente, like I am, Tony, in yours, rent-free. It's just what it is. Her and her Sancho. Now, I've seen it happen over and over again. You know, vatos get disillusioned with the time, and man, I'm going to lose my chick, and then they're gone. Or their chick gets sick, you know, and they want to be there for her. You know, and I ain't mad at a man like that. He wants to be there, man. And you know, you got lockdown coming. The visitas ain't going to happen. Packages definitely ain't going to come, right? Cantina's going to be short. Phone money ain't going to be there. And just, you know, the distance is going to be there. And of course, when it's all said and done, a vato wants to be there for his old lady. And so he decides that if for no other reason, you know what, I got to let this shit go. As much as I love it, I fucking love it too. I got to let it go because, you got to let it go. Looks like another first round TKO. He's got to let it go because at the end of the day, what matters most is his familia. See, blood is always going to be thicker than agua. So they say, right? And those that have a keen mind and that are intelligent enough to realize that and see that, use that concept to do what they does. Cause on 55th, right? Simon Simek, I like you. I love it. Can't you say? And so they bounce. Okay, another reason that high-ranking members go is because they find themselves in a position where they made a bad call. So it's okay, but I thought, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what you thought. Okay, that's what you go thinking for. But so okay, I'm supposed to. I'm the llavero. Yeah, well, at the same time, you know what I mean? And they get disillusioned because they find themselves in a fucking position where, hey, you don't understand. To be in a leadership role, to be that one, to be a high-ranking gang member, a lot of vatos are like this, eh? What do we do? What the fuck do we do? And it's like, all right, so look, Dropout. So, hey, you, Jaime, you need to go that way. Come here. Hey, Lupe, get the fuck over here. It's like you're always over there fucking slamming. Lupe, get over here. You, go around that way. Says, okay, Speedy, come here. Slow ass, right? Run that way. And you, Pedro, Timon, down the middle. Ready? Hike, right? But if you make the wrong play and the wrong call, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get sacked. That's it. And vatos know what's going to happen. So before that can happen, they get the fuck up out the way. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys that are in the leadership role, man, are there because they need to be there. They're there because they're educated enough. They're well indoctrinated. They're established. They have the right reason and the right thinking behind what they're doing is what they're doing, okay? But there's guys that find themselves in those positions because they're at the right place at the right time. So they just can't get enough. Orale. And then when there becomes too much on their plate or they make a wrong decision or a bad call and they get a vault fucking booked 100 times, or fucking they remove someone that wasn't supposed to be removed, or, you know what I mean, they get in debt on that yada, whatever leads up into it. I don't know their business, right? They know that they're on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in. So they get the fuck on out, you know, before vatos come in. And that's usually how it goes down. You know, I've met a lot of people over the years that are no longer gang members or affiliated that were high ranking at one point in time. You see it, you know what I mean? Little symbolizations that let you know that they were somebody. And I chop it up with them like, hey, bro, so what happened with you, eh? What do you mean what happened? And to what degree? Are you a sleeper? No, the same one. I went to sleep. I just woke up. Hey, what happened though, right? Yeah, because see, the way it went, right, was I was on the yard, right? And then it's the same old story. And I told the homeboys to remove it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you told them to remove them. They removed them. You found out it was some wrong shit, and now they're coming to remove you. So you're pretty much, man. Pretty much, you know what I mean? You hold, right? It happens all the time, man. And I can understand the plight and I can sympathize with it because there's sometimes you have to make some rash or harsh decisions on the spot that not necessarily you don't get a chance to really vet the fucking information out. You don't get a chance to really sit back and analyze. Now, you would think guys in this position, man, are some mad fucking scientists or somebody that should already have it fucking thought out, the process thought out. But hey, you know what? It's never that easy, gente. It's never that easy. Hey, I'm just a man like you, right? They're just grown men like the rest of us, or grown ladies, you know? So it's hard for people to just think on a dime. Says, okay, not everyone's gun. Bang, bang. You know, I'm different. But at the same time, you need to understand that when people are put in those positions, we're looking at them like, hey, so whatever you say goes. You should already know. but they don't. So that's why a lot of high-ranking members fall off. Now, there's another couple reasons why high-ranking members fall off. One is, sabes que, because they fuck up. They do something scandalous. You're so scandalous. Simon, they do something so scandalous, right? On Peru. And what happens? I'm going to tell you, Mr. Telephone Man, there's a Fed on my line. When I got my baby's number, they tap in all the time. Or did they tap in? They tapped in on your ass, right? And the next thing you know, you done fucked up, right? You done said a little too much over the phone. You done did a little too much. So you thought you were that one. You know what I mean? Hey, you can do whatever you want to do. I make this money. Yeah, you did it. Orale, it's your prerogative, huh, Bobby? It's mine. It's mine. Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen since it's mine. You know what I mean? Johnny Gill, trip out. They're going to rub you the right way con un pico de gallo. Con un stop. Pedazo of time. Orale, hammer time, right? They're going to get their issue on. Because vatos get ahead of themselves. Vatos fuck up. Vatos mess up and then try to pinpoint and put it on. So hey, Jaime, come here, hey. So look, this way it's going to go down. You know you got to listen to me, right? Let's just get that right off the top. See, yeah, I already know, bro. Whatever you want, what do you want? Okay, so this is what I'm going to need you to do, eh? So you say, I fucked up. You know what I mean? They got hella money, eh? You know what I mean? You got a dime? You know what I mean? Hey, but anyways, look. So I'm going to blame you, but it's not really telling because at the same time, you're supposed to listen to me anyway, so you're going to take it. They're going to stab you about 100 times, hey? But look, if you live, I'll still be there, hey? You know what I mean? Deal? Deal, right? And that's it. The Babos was like, 100 times? Well, fuck it, homes. I think I got 101 lives left in me. There you go, right? On you go. These guys mess up. You know, they find themselves in over their head. When you got power, you know what I mean, comes bread. When you got bread, man, comes you can make some moves. You know, people are looking at you a certain different type of way. You know how it is, man. You start out with that motherfucking dime. You think you're doing it, man. You get your quote and you're really doing it. You get you a half, motherfucker, and bang, bang, allegedly. I'm just saying, though, right? Power. Money, power, and greed, right? Greed goes hand in hand. And when you're out there being greedy, man, and you get yourself caught up, man, that's why people walk away. Because they find themselves in a position of no man's land. They say, hey, you're in fucking no man's land. They say, this is fucking Babatas Locos territory. La Primera. And they know there's no get backs. So, in the dead of the night, when everybody's sleeping, con pinche Pelican Bay shoe, that's all you hear. The Vato says, God. Right? Sides him a paper and he's out of here. Outskis, vamuskis, shoot the moon. Order, Lieutenant Tartak, right? He's gone. Hard hat, right? And he's out. That's one of the reasons why people get on, because they fuck up. It's their own demise, you know? Another reason why people mess up, high-ranking members, is they find themselves targeted, okay? Not necessarily did they do anything wrong, but you got to understand this world that we live in, especially this gang world, this prison underground underworld, there's always the next man coming up. Okay, remember, and I'm going to tell you the quote right now, so it's good. Make sure that you guys soak this. Are you ready? This is knowledge you can't get in college. I'm about to be serious. If you're on top of the mountain, that's just the bottom of another one, homes. Keep climbing. That's it. Keep climbing, right? Every top of a mountain is just the bottom of another one, right? You got to keep on climbing. Keep on moving. Don't stop. Already so, right? You got to keep on moving. And when vatos are on top of the mountain, other people want that status. Other people want that spot. And so they start to politic and plot against them. You know, that's what Little Dave for the Mongo said. Vatos are politicking on now. You were telling. Stop it. You know what I mean? Stop it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Stop trying to fucking tell us something we already know. But people are on the top, real ranking members on the top. And things happen, you know, things happen. People politic against them. People smut them up. And people push them out of the way. You know, people push them, and that's the reason why they fall off. That's why they're out of the way. It's people, it's not necessarily they did something bad. They could be the most righteous, fucking gifted, gangster-ass individual and that ever done did it, but there's always going to be the next man that's breathing heavy on their neck, homes, that's pressing. The pressure is real. Vatos want to be that one until they're that one, and they decide, so this ain't cool, is it? Told you, right? But you want, you wanted to be head coach, Chucky. Well, there you go. So it's good. Now they're going to find some old DVDs and some fucking old recordings of you saying the N-word. They're saying that. How you going to feel? like a dumbass, and look like one as well. And that's just how it is. Everybody wants to be head coach, Holmes, but no one wants to be the bench player. Sasuke, I don't know about you, but I'm over here going to bench player. Not, I didn't say cheerleader, so that's you, right? I'm over here on the bench, chilling, still getting paid. Bang, bang, Sasuke, menudo, right? Sas. And that's just the way it is. So those are some of the reasons why high-ranking members fall off, and there's several more. You know, there's several more reasons. For the most part, they're looked at as leadership. And I'm not talking about guys that are still doing their thing, man. I'm not even speaking on their business. That's their business. I'm talking about members in the past that have fell off from any type of gang, organization, clique, village, kumbaya circle. Vatos fall off for a various number of reasons, man. And then they're looked at as pieces of shit, or people look at them like, hey, man, that fool's no good. Why is he no good? You know what I mean? You don't know his story. Until you know someone's backstory, Sasuke, you can really sit down and chop it up with them. Oh, man, I can't fuck with them because they ain't good in their hood. Well, motherfucker, you weren't really never from your hood. Just because you were born in a place and you get locked up fucking as a youth and fucking claim your hood for fucking a couple years doesn't mean you're really putting in work for that hood. You know, you might claim the hood, but does the hood really claim you? One must think about that, does one, right? And that's just the way it is. So anyways, with that being said, man, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your familia, man. That's who should mean the most. So I was if you don't, you already know what your lady's going to do, right? Hey, well, who's in that? Hey, well, who's in that picture? Why is my primo in all the fucking pictures? I don't know. He's just always there. Yeah, but where are you at? All of a sudden, you see the top of a head. You know where she's at. Menudo. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, man. Please hit that like and subscribe. Thumbs up one time for your mind. You know I'm going to continue to do what I does. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to struggle, strive, move, groove, whatever it is I do for the people, by the people. You know what it is, gente. Let's unite the raza. Bang, bang. These are just facts.